Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. If you have Pisces anywhere in your birth chart, you can be a Pisces sun, a moon, a rising, a Mars, a Venus, whatever. This energy can possibly resonate with you. Okay. So I said that I was going to do this series. I should have done it a long time ago when I actually started my channel because, like I said in the last video, usually when people have the awareness of astrology, they start with the knowledge of their sun sign. And so, if you have a Pisces sun, then this video is for you, or again, anywhere in your birth chart. So, if you do not know me, my name is Jaleesa. I am an astrologer who specializes in literally all things astrology, astrocartography, numerology, Vedic, Western, tropical, sidereal. Not to toot my own horn, like I said in my last video, but I can literally do it all. I absorb so much information and I read and study all day. Okay. Everything is like in here. Okay. So, I wanted to do this series because, like I said, I should have done it a long time ago. People start with the knowledge of their sun sign usually when they get into astrology. So we're going back to the basics, the foundation of, again, all of these zodiac signs. And again, I focus more on behavioral astrology, not so much predictions and, world events and things like that that I see with other astrologers because I myself am a very misunderstood person. I don't think now so much within my circle because they just now know me and see my content. But, as somebody who is very misunderstood in how I would behave, I would say, like in the workplace and whatnot, in school, why you like, why you do what you do, all of those kind of things is tied back to your birth chart. And when you learn the energy of each sign, you understand why you do what you do. Okay. So, I'm going to start with Piscean energy. I am going out of order with this series, but Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. So Pisces encompasses all the signs. So with that mutable energy, they can be people who literally can adapt to any kind of situation. Now, if you're born between February 19th-ish, March 20th-ish, and I say ish because, when you look things up, there's always going to be little conflicting energy, might be one day off, just depending on what year you're in. So, just like I said, around those times, you can be a Pisces sun. It is a water sign, and water signs tend to be the ones who attract a lot of people who need healing. Now, Pisces does heal more through the spiritual aspect. So, if you know somebody who has Piscean energy, or you yourself have Pisces energy, you probably have people who just like come to you for stuff. I do know well, I don't personally know this person, but a famous spiritual person who leads the one of the largest mega churches here in Houston, Texas. Joel Osteen is a Pisces sun. When you look at, I know how people possibly feel about religion, but when you look into again the energy of the sign, Pisces is again that spiritual type of energy. Maybe not so much religious, but they do connect to source a lot easier. Pisces does rule over the 12th house of astrology, which does deal with anything that's just kind of like away from the day to day, your dreams, literally your subconscious, jails, asylums, anything that separates you, that's Piscean energy or the Pisces house. So these people can be people who literally like to isolate. They are ruled by Neptune, which is a modern ruler, and Jupiter, the traditional ruler. So Neptunian energy, if you know the energy of the planets, then you can, kind of understand that Neptune can be mystical and, dreamy and delusional. And, people who have Pisces energy can be known to be a little delulu because, again, they are connected to the dream world. So they can literally dream up their perfect life or, their goals might seem kind of out of the ordinary for some people. I do know like Kanye West, I believe, has a Pisces moon. I know people kind of look at him like there's no way, and I'm pretty sure he had a lot of doubters, just living life of doubting his dreams or his goals or whatever. And so when you look at people who with prominent Pisces energy, I think Steve Jobs was a Pisces sun, I believe, too. So I'm sure a very innovative. The iPhone probably was like, what the heck was that? With his energy too, of people probably thinking that that was kind of crazy. So that Piscean Neptunian energy, and also, like I said, Jupiter is also the planet of good luck and good fortune, expansion as well. So Pisces can be known to literally get luck from like God. That last minute kind of luck thing can also happen with Piscean energy too. When you do look at Pisces, the symbol or the glyph for Pisces is the little, fish, the fish out of water, or that little I don't even know what to call it. Like the lines, there's three lines, one, two, three. The two fish swimming in opposite directions, so they can be known for being very indecisive, because like I said, it's mutable energy. So it's going to adapt and change to any kind of situation. It might adapt and change into any kind of environment, any kind of people. So they can be known to literally not know what they want because this looks good and this looks good too. So that's just kind of something, a quality that can be seen through Piscean energy. And remember, like I said, every zodiac sign does rule a different body part. So for Pisces, it is the feet, the toes, some associated also with the immune system as well. So Pisces can be known to have feet problems, or their feet are very prominent. Maybe they're good looking feet or not so good looking feet, but if you have any issues in that area of your body, you could have a lot of Pisces placements. I do know some Pisces who've kind of injured their Achilles or around their feet, maybe stubbing their toe is always something that can happen too. I know as an Aquarius, calves is the Aquarius, and I get cramps in my calves, but they also are very defined. I do go to the gym and they're very prominent. So if you have beautiful feet. Or again, take care of your feet if you have Pisces energy too. Now, Pisces, kind of mentioned before, are the healers of the zodiac. So they can be very empathetic people. They can be people who literally overly help as well too. That is something that I have kind of worked on with my Pisces clients, that because Pisces is associated with the 12th house, and the 12th house can include things like charities, nonprofit organizations, people who literally like to give, and sometimes they'll give way too much. It's funny enough, the last two clients, they were born around the same time, which I thought I was literally looking at the same exact birth chart. But both of them had a Jupiter in Pisces, and Jupiter in Pisces, whatever zodiac sign is associated with Jupiter, it expands the energy of that sign. So I asked them, I said, you're the type of people who, like, whenever a kid is like and standing in front of Walmart or is trying to sell candy or is asking for $5 for the baseball team, you know, they're the kinds that are gonna be like, oh my gosh, yeah, for sure. And they'll give their last dollar to them. As opposed to myself with Scorpio energy, different water sign, non-trusting. I don't care if you're 5 or 55. I don't trust it. But Pisces is going to feel bad. Again, that empathy kind of comes in whenever it comes to them. So that's just one thing that y'all got to learn. Tone it down with the helping, because sometimes people can take advantage of it, okay? Also, too, Pisces is known for, being connected to music, being very creative, too. I have known Pisces energy to literally love, like, I know Pisces sons who will always post on their story on Instagram like the songs that they're listening to, and to them it's really important. Like, to them it's like, go listen to this artist. I really love them. They really have good music. And some people will look at that and just keep scrolling and they're like, I don't care. But Pisces is so connected to like the ethereal that music for them just does something to them. So if you know any Pisces sons or somebody with Pisces placements and they're always playing music, let them, okay? That is their escape. They can also be known for escapism. Pisces, like I said, is because it's connected to the dream world. They can be people who can feel a lot of energy. So being in a crowd, being around a lot of people, to them, they can be people who like, I need to be alone or be secluded in order for me to recharge. That is something that I learned, before my full awareness of astrology took offense to it, okay? Because as a fun person, I was like, what do you mean you need a moment? What do you mean you need a second? Now I understand, because they literally need to isolate in order to kind of like get off of the feeling of other people. Even if you're in a house with someone and y'all are not talking, you're in separate rooms. A Pisces can feel that energy still there. So they need to be, like I said, alone, sitting in their car or somewhere where there's not people around in order for them to feel more rejuvenated too. Now, with that water ability, it is a very intuitive sign as well. So Pisces can literally get downloads into their dreams because again, there's a connection or a higher connection or a stronger connection to source too. So just to understand that. So literally dreamy people, like I said, they can be so optimistic and borderline delusional about their dreams. They can literally daydream, you see them zoning out or just being like, oh, that can also be Piscean energy as well. Very compassionate people, very helping, very willing to just do whatever for the greater good of everything. They're also known for detachment as well. I want to say not really caring about things, but understanding that pretty much like none of this is even real or none of this really matters. They can be people who can like learn to let things go. Pisces is about dissolving, so literally like their money can dissolve to where it doesn't matter to them like that. Now we all need money here to like survive and whatnot, but it's not the utmost importance. Although like I said, there are some, I think one of the most richest people are here, what's the guy's name, Arnault, Bernard Arnault, or something like that. He's a Pisces sun, but he's a billionaire. So it's not to say that you have Pisces energy, your money's going to go away. It just means that these people can accumulate so much, like I said, can literally be gifted from God, but also maybe not really care so much about the actual money, maybe give it away, maybe be very philanthropic with their money. So that's just kind of something too that is seen with Piscean energy. Now, one thing that water energy is feminine. And feminine can also come across as sensitive. So a lot of times Pisces is a common stereotype with Pisces that they are too sensitive. Now, sensitivity does not mean like crybaby, but sensitivity can mean like you're feeling very empathetic or, you look at stuff and you're like, that was kind of mean or that was kind of rude or like, I can't watch that. That's too much. And so that is kind of a common stereotype. They can be lost in their own little world to where to them, something is a little bit more serious than it is. And again, that sensitivity kind of kicks in. But again, it's a common stereotype. Not every Pisces is like that, but they do still have that in them to be a little bit more sensitive than other people too. So they care maybe a little bit too much. And sometimes they need a reality check. They are very intuitive, very spiritual as well, but sometimes they can, I don't know. It just like the empathy is there. You get Aquarius right before you that's masculine energy and it's like whatever, to people. And then Pisces is like, no, we must like embrace everyone. And, that's just kind of something that they care a little bit too deeply about a lot of things too. But a lot of times too, like I said, they can be healers, they can be artists, they can be musicians. They are highly connected to creativity, to emotion. So that is the gift of Pisces. They are here to literally show you what there is beyond the surface level. They are literally almost connected, like I said, to the ethereal world that they will show you things that you probably weren't paying attention to. So that's just kind of something that I have noticed through Pisces energy. I love Pisces energy. I actually have my North Node in Pisces, so my soul wants to be a Pisces. I'm learning now why I would look at, everything and everyone. I was like, why am I just so like embracing of everything and everybody? Pisces is literally all the signs. They can adapt to any kind of environment, to any kind of energy. So that's how I feel now, as a North Node in Pisces. So connecting to spirituality, connecting to astrology, that's just kind of something that I've noticed about myself. So I love Pisces energy. If you have Pisces anywhere in your birth chart and this resonated with you, let me know. Like I said, they can be, like I said, very loving people, sensitive people, creative people, beautiful people. But yeah, I just love it. If you are somebody who would like to, do a full birth chart interpretation with me, I can also go through that as well. Well, I tell you, I can do it all. So go ahead and click on my website. You can book a session with me, or like I said, if you just like to leave a comment, thank you for supporting and watching and liking. My mind is all over the place right now. I'm bringing it back down to reality, but I thank you so much for always just being here, showing up, and listening to me ramble. I will talk to y'all soon. Bye.